In this video, I'm gonna show you how to get photo shoot ready, how to look more lean and muscular in only 5 days. Let's go. All right, so back when I was a fitness model, I did, work for like Nike, Adidas, Pumas, and a lot of other brands here in New York. I was with one of the top fitness modeling agencies in Manhattan. They would call me and be like, yo, Brandon, you booked this job, it's next week. And I'm like, man, I'm not like photo shoot ready. I don't walk around looking like that. So I had to develop a protocol to help get myself photo shoot ready in only 5 days. And I'm gonna share that with you right here. Now, this video is not for fat. All right, if you are really fat, motherfucker, this is not for you, bro. You need something more sustainable, something to get off a lot of that body fat. This is for someone who's already kind of lean, but just wants to look better for a photo shoot, for an event, or some sort of special occasion, even a vacation or something. If you are over 15% body fat, you are way too fat to do this. You need to get your body fat lower, and you need to do it right now, because when you're over 15% body fat, a lot of bad things start happening in your body. Most importantly, if you're a man and you're over 15% body fat, your testosterone starts to drop, which is gonna make it more difficult for you to build muscle and more difficult for you to burn fat in general, right? So stop being fat, and once you get your fat down to 15% body fat or lower, then you can do something like this when you need to like peak for an event or something, all right? Another thing, this is really important, this is critical, this is vital, this is actually urgent. If you haven't already, stop being a goofy motherfucker and like this video. It helps with the YouTube algorithm to make sure more people see it and we can help more people. Don't be selfish, don't save all the gains for yourself. Go ahead and hit that like button. And the third thing you need to know is that the advice I'm about to give you is not sustainable. It's not healthy long-term. It's not safe for you to do long-term. That's why it's like 5 days. And here's the thing, you do something for 5 days, likelihood of it killing you is slim. You can do almost anything for 5 days. You can smoke cigarettes for only 5 days and you'll probably live from it, right? The thing is that, cigarettes are habit forming and people usually do it for like decades and then they die. You're only gonna do this for 5 days and then you're gonna go back into something more sustainable. This is only just for a peak. This is just a peak at an event or a photo shoot or something like that, okay? I'm gonna break this whole thing down for you. It's a small version of a program I used to sell called the Terminator 2-Week Diet. I used to sell this diet, but I don't sell fitness stuff anymore online, right? I don't sell any fitness stuff. I give it all away for you guys for free. And when we did the Terminator 2-Week, it was a 2-week program. One of the last times I did it, my best friend, white boy Brian, and I both got DEXA scans before and after, and it showed that we both lost body fat and retained the majority of our muscle mass. I'm gonna give you guys the cliff notes of that protocol in this video. It's the 5-day version. If you want the full version of the Terminator 2-Week Judgment Diet for free, I will release the whole program here on YouTube 100% for free if this video gets over 1,000 likes. So hit that like button, and if we get over 1,000, I'll release the whole thing for free. It'll just be a long video where I just break the whole thing down. We had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people go through that program. They all had staggering results, and they paid like over $100 for this program. I'm gonna give it to you all for free if this video gets over 100 likes. So hit the like button and subscribe. Hit the notification bell too, and you'll get the whole protocol for free. All right, so let's get into it. All right, so the first part of this protocol is gonna be the diet. This is the most important part, all right? What I'm about to say is critical. This diet sucks, man. You're gonna hate it. You're gonna hate every minute of it. The diet protocol that we would do in this program, it's called the protein sparing modified fast. This diet was developed by doctors for when they get obese patients, like these huge, and then they have to do surgery on, but this is like, it's too fat to do surgery on this guy, right? So they developed what's called the protein sparing modified fast. Protein sparing modified fast. And it's called the protein sparing modified fast because it mimics the effects of fasting, but they're not fasting, and it spares as much muscle as possible. This way they can get the patient to lose as much of that fat as possible so they can cut him open, start messing around with his heart until he's healthy. Now, we've modified this a little bit for a bodybuilding context. So basically, here's how it goes. Again, this is only for people who are under 15% body fat. It's gonna be different if you have higher versions of body fat Again, if this video gets over 1,000 likes, I'll break down the whole thing like I did in Terminator 2 week. But I'm only gonna give you the one for the people who are already relatively lean. You know, you're gonna get 2 grams of protein per pound of body weight. 2 grams of protein per pound of body weight. So this is extremely high protein, extremely high protein. Your fat intake and your carbohydrate intake, you want as close to 0 as possible. Like as close to 0 as possible. So it's basically lean protein is all you're gonna be eating. Lean protein, we're talking about egg whites, turkey breasts, chicken breasts, whey protein, and you can have unlimited amount of vegetables. You can have a limited amount of vegetables, but you can't put olive oil on them or anything because you wanna keep your fat intake close to 0 as possible. So you basically, it's all protein. I know what you're thinking, and you're right. It's not safe. And it's probably not healthy long term. You can do almost anything for only 5 days and live through it. You'll be fine. Now, warning, 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 warning. When you're doing a diet like this, you have to keep your electrolytes high. And I will go over that when I get to the section later in this video about supplements. It's critical. You will hurt yourself if you do not supplement with your electrolytes, okay? Because you're gonna be flushing out a lot of water. So much water is gonna drop off you, and that's gonna make you look so lean. This is why bodybuilders will take it like a diuretic before they go off stage to get rid of that water weight because they'll look leaner and they look better. So that's it, it's pretty simple. You're gonna get all protein, at least 2 grams of protein per pound of body weight. You want your carbs and your fat as close to 0 as possible, and you can have unlimited vegetables, no fruits, no fruits. Unlimited green leafy vegetables. And when I say vegetables, I don't mean potatoes. You know, I mean green leafy vegetables, talk with spinach, kale, things of that nature. This diet is gross. You will hate it. You think keto is hard. You'll be so excited to go to something like keto after this. Like, this is awful. The food is bland. The only seasonings you can really use are no calorie seasonings and no calorie sauces like hot sauce. So you're gonna be eating a lot of hot sauce. But that's good because you need to get your electrolytes up, so it's good to get some more sodium. You're also gonna drink a lot of water, a ton of water. You wanna try to get 2 gallons of water a day. Every time I say something like you need 2 gallons of water a day, people's like, oh, drinking that much water would kill you. Drinking too much water is probably the most inefficient way to kill yourself. People commit suicide every day, and almost none of them do it by trying to drink too much water, right? You'll be fine, especially if you get your electrolytes. You know, hey, I've done this mad times and I'm still alive. The reason you want to drink so much water because you want to flush out your water waste. So when you're drinking a bunch of water, your body goes into a flushing mode, and you kind of signal to your body that it doesn't need to actually store that much water, so it starts flushing it all out. It starts flushing it all out. Now again, this is critical. You will have to replace your electrolytes because you will flush out your electrolytes as well. But we'll get to that later when I talk about the supplements you need for this. Next is the exercise. You can do weightlifting if you want. If you're gonna do weightlifting, I suggest 1 or 2 light full body workouts. 1 or 2 exercises per body part. Don't go to failure. This is not like a muscle building week, right? If you wanna work out, you can. You don't have to lift weights during this time. What you do have to do is cardio. How much cardio? A load. Like 1 shitload. If shitload was a measurement, we would be doing 1 shitload of cardio. What's a shitload? I'm glad you asked. A shitload of cardio consists of 40,000 steps a day. So basically you're gonna do a bunch of walking. 40,000 steps a day. Why are we doing walking for cardio? Because what we wanna do is we wanna do low intensity cardio because we wanna maintain as much muscle as possible. We don't wanna be sprinting, or we don't wanna be doing like any moderate cardio. We want it to be low intensity for 2 reasons. 1, this is gonna allow us to do a lot of cardio. And it's gonna allow us to maintain as much muscle as possible, okay? So 40,000 steps a day. How are you gonna track this? When I'm not wearing my Rolex with all these diamonds in it, I wear my Apple Watch, which count my steps, or there's a setting on your phone you can use to count your steps, or a Fitbit or any sort of pedometer that will monitor your steps throughout the day, and you set a goal for 40,000. This is gonna take you hours, legit hours. You're probably gonna get some blisters on your feet, and you're probably gonna have to get new pairs of shoes when it's done. No bull. One of the things that helps me is I have a treadmill that I put under my desk, and I turn my standing desk into like a treadmill desk. So while I'm working or working on something else, or maybe I'll just watch a movie and walk, but basically I'm walking all day. Walking all day. If the weather's nice where you live, you can walk outside. You know, I'm in Manhattan, so sometimes I would like just do laps around Central Park or something. It sucks, and you're gonna be tired. Your feet are gonna hurt. You're probably gonna need some new sneakers, but it will work. So here's the thing, with a protein sparing modified fast, you're gonna be in a deep deficit already. And then 40,000 steps a day is gonna put you in a crazy deficit, like a crazy deficit. So basically you're gonna be a fat burning machine at this point, but your protein is really, really high, so your body will maintain more muscle. I hear somebody saying that, I hear somebody thinking, I hear you. That's bro science, this is all bro science. Yo, shut the f up. You don't know shit about being a bro or science. I've been a trainer for over 20 years, man. When you yourself, I was training 10 people a day, helping people accomplish their goals, man. You don't know shit about this bro shit or this science shit. I got more testimonials, this is not exaggeration, I got more testimonials from clients I've trained than women you've had sex with. I don't know what that means, and I don't care, f you. I digress. All right, the next thing we're gonna do to burn even more calories, so there are tons of studies that show that cold exposure actually burns calories. Here's how cold exposure will help you burn more calories, which will allow you to burn more fat. See, your body wants to stay at 98 degrees. When you're in an extremely cold environment, your body has to use a lot of energy to maintain your core temperature of 98 degrees. How does it do that? Well, it's gonna do that by burning calories. It's gonna use calories as the energy to keep your core temperature at 98 degrees. There's a video somewhere on YouTube of a NASA scientist explaining how this works. Find the video, maybe we'll link it. If I remember, maybe I won't, man. All right, I'm doing this for free. All right, so you can Google that too, you know. But he can explain it a lot better than me. He, like most people, are more articulate than me, so he'll do a better job of explaining it to you. But there's a lot of studies to corroborate this. So how are we gonna take advantage of this? We're gonna do exactly what the NASA scientist dork did, right? We're gonna do ice baths, right? When you submerge your body in freezing cold, basically an ice bath, your body's gonna work extra hard to maintain a core temperature of 98 degrees. So you're gonna do ice baths twice a day. Or if you got some money, what you're gonna do is you're gonna do cryotherapy. It's quicker, less painful, suit yourself. I like cryotherapy, but I've done ice baths before as well. Ice baths significantly cheaper. It's gonna cost you like $5 for the ice. Now you're gonna do it twice a day. It's gonna suck. It's gonna suck, man. And it's expensive if you're doing cryo, but it's proven to burn more calories. There's also a ton of medicinal benefits that come from cold exposure that include, but are not limited to, increased mood, increased immune system, helps you get deeper sleep, good for anxiety, and a host of other benefits. It's actually a healthy thing in general. You're gonna do it twice a day. Every time I mention this, somebody says, hey, can I just have a cold shower? Cold shower, it's not nothing, but it's not gonna accomplish the same thing as an ice bath or cryotherapy, right? I don't think a cold shower is good enough. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not nothing, but it's not like this protocol. It's like, it's something else. You know, there's benefits to that as well. So think about what we have accomplished here so far. We've got our diet at a point where you're gonna be in a tremendous deficit. We're also burning a ton of calories with a ridiculous amount of cardio. And then you're gonna be burning additional calories with the cold exposure. You will burn a significant amount of fat in these 5 days, and you're gonna lose a ton of water weight. You will be photo shoot ready. But this protocol is very, very difficult. It's very, very difficult because you're not getting a lot of calories and you're doing a ton of activity. You're gonna need some supplements to help with your hunger and with your energy. First, I'm gonna give you the mandatory supplements to take on this protocol. Then I'm gonna give you the optional ones that are help. Mandatory electrolytes. If you're doing this diet, you need to make sure you get between 5,000 and 7,000 milligrams of additional sodium per day. If you don't get that, you will feel way worse than you need to. You might actually hurt yourself. I'm gonna be honest with you. The next electrolyte you wanna supplement with is potassium. You wanna get between 2,500 and 3,500 milligrams of potassium each day. And then magnesium, you wanna get between 300 and 500 milligrams of magnesium each day. That's mandatory. And you also want to take 1 to 2 grams of fish oil a day. Those are the mandatory supplements. Like, you will feel like f***ing crap if you do not take those, and you might actually hurt yourself. Here are the suggested, highly suggested supplements that you take during this, right? Some sort of multivitamin. Now, again, you can eat as much green vegetables as you want. If you're eating a lot of green vegetables, you probably hit your requirements of vitamins and mineral, but I just like to take a vitamin supplement just to make sure, you know. Now, these next 3 supplements are gonna help you burn fat, have energy, and most importantly, decrease your hunger. I'm gonna call this the King Keto stack. I think I invented this stack. The stack consists of caffeine, ephedra, and BHB, or exogenous ketones. Before I get into it, I want to talk about ephedra. I believe if you are you want to check if you're playing a collegiate sport or if you get drug tested by anyone, that this is okay for you to take. I don't want to get you in any trouble. Make sure it's not on the banned supplement list for whatever you're involved in, because it could be considered a PED in some places. I used to be able to buy ephedra from GNC. It was in all the fat burning supplements when I was a teenager. I was 16, I would take something called Rip Fuel, and it had caffeine, and it was just caffeine and ephedra. And I would take that shit before a basketball game. Everybody getting fouled. Everybody getting fouled. People on my team, the refs, spectators, I would go ham. Then something happened, I don't remember what happened. The people might have died or something. And they stopped putting it in bodybuilding supplements. I think there was some sort of ban. You can still get ephedra today. You just have to go to the pharmacy. I don't know how it works in other countries, but in America, you just go to the pharmacy, talk to the person behind the desk and say, hey, I need some Broncaid. You're gonna have to be over 18, you're gonna have to give them your ID, and they'll give you Broncaid. Broncaid is an asthma medication. One of the main ingredient in there is ephedra. That's the only way I know how to get it right now. All right, ephedra will decrease your hunger dramatically. It will give you a ton of energy. I mean, a ton of energy. And studies show that ephedra actually does aid in the fat loss process. Like, it's actually a supplement that works. They ban everything that works. As soon as something works, they ban it. It's totally legal to take. But if you're playing some sort of sport, NCAA, if you're in the NFL and you're watching this, you might want to check. I don't know. What's up?
The Olympics banned it.
The Olympics, my video editor just told me that the Olympics banned it. So if you plan on joining the Olympics, if you plan on competing in the Olympic Games, lay off the ephedra, bro. Lay off the ephedra. That's how you know it works. That's how you know it works. The Olympics banned it. They don't be banning shit that don't work. Look at the ban list. All get you lit. You want to take 20 milligrams of ephedra 3 times a day. All right, don't take it too late because you will not sleep. All right, I want to be clear about that. So take it in the morning, midday, early afternoon. And this is really going to help you because you're not eating much, you're hungry as hell, and you have to walk all day. The second supplement stack is going to help you use caffeine. I don't think I need to go into the benefits of caffeine as it pertains to energy, mental focus, clarity. I love it. It's my favorite drug. You know, check this. Is there a limit to how much caffeine you can consume in the Olympics? I think there is.
Doctors recommend you don't go past 400. That's dangerous.
First of all, them. What does the Olympics say? I think there's a limit. So you're going to be taking 200 milligrams of caffeine with your ephedra. You're going to do that 3 times a day. So it's a total of 600 milligrams of caffeine. It's a lot, bro. You know what I'm saying? But how about you stop being you the one who wanted to get ripped in 5 days, man. You said you wanted to do it. Oh, everybody want to get ripped, so they found out they got to take enough caffeine to kill a baby. Caffeine will give you energy, right? Because remember, your calories are low. It's going to give you energy. It's going to help a lot with the hunger. And caffeine does help burn fat, man. It helps burn fat, and caffeine is a nootropic. It enhances cognitive ability as well. I'm actually on a shitload of caffeine as we speak. That's how I roll. Y'all have never seen me without, y'all have never seen me, not once, without a ton of caffeine in my system. And then the last part of this stack, to put the nail in the coffin, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a BHB supplement. It is exogenous ketones. What these exogenous ketones are gonna do for you, one is gonna be an extra source of energy. When you're in ketosis, when you're doing the ketogenic diet, your body is running off of ketones. It's an energy source, right? But also, exogenous ketones drastically reduce your hunger, and you're really gonna need this on this diet, man. And they're gonna give you more energy. I recommend a supplement with 1,200 milligrams of exogenous ketones, and you're gonna take that 3 times a day. At the same time, you're taking your caffeine and your ephedra. So it's caffeine, ephedra, 3 times a day. Now, BHB is not on any banned supplement list that I know of, so you should be cool with that. Caffeine, though, if you take a certain amount of caffeine in the Olympics, you will get disqualified. Like there is a number. That's how you know it works, baby. That's how you know it works, man. They don't want you to have that advantage, man, but I do, all right? Now you do this for 5 days, you will be lean and shredded. You look like a different person, but you feel like Now to take it to the next level, what you want to do is get a tan. Get a tan. Either go to a tanning salon or get a spray tan or something, or do both, man. Let's go. You hardcore or not, bro? Get them both. Even I do that, and I'm black. I'm not blackity black, right? But like, I'm black, and I still get spray tans when I need to get it popping. Shave your body, shave off all the hair. You can't be walking around looking like Wolverine. When you shave the hair off your body, you can see the cuts more, and you'll look more muscular and leaner. I'm not a hairy guy. Like, I don't shave my arms or anything. I kind of only grow hair on my eyebrows. Now here's the thing. You did this for 5 days. Your event or your photo shoot, day 6. And we'll take it to the next level. This is what you're gonna do. 24 to 12 hours before your photo shoot, you're gonna stop drinking all that water and you're gonna carb up. I mean, as many carbs as you can handle, right? I know, Brandon King Keto telling you to eat carbs, but it's strategic, right? You're gonna eat as many carbs as possible. 2,000-3,000 calories worth of carbs. Junk food, donuts, who cares? You're gonna drink as little water as possible. What's gonna happen is your body's gonna convert all those carbohydrates into glycogen or glucose. And then all that glucose is gonna fill up in your muscles. You're gonna be like full and pumped. You're gonna get that real full look before your event. And carbohydrates store water. So any remaining water in your body, the carbohydrates will suck those up. Now, if you drink water while you're eating carbs, you will store them as water weight. You don't want to do that. That's why we're going to stop drinking water. We're going to drink as little water as possible, right? Up until the event, the photo shoot. Then after the photo shoot, you can do whatever you want. And there you go. You just peaked. You just had an amazing peak week. You're doing great. And I hope this was helpful. Listen, I would like you guys to try this. Try this protocol. Send me the before and after pictures. Send them to me on Instagram or post them on Instagram and tag me. My Instagram is King Keto. Those of you who are brave enough, man enough to try this, do a before and after photos. Post them online. Send them to me. I'll do a follow-up video. If I get enough of them, I'll do a follow-up video and post your results on there. Send them to me on Instagram. Tag me in the post if you post them, and or DM me. DM them to me. I check my DMs, so holla at me. Hope you like this video. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn on notifications. And again, I will give you the 2-week version of this for the people who are fatter, who need to lose a significant amount of weight fast, if this video gets over 1,000 likes, all right? So hit the like button and I'll holla at y'all. Peace.